Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Injective price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting for the 2 hours chart here to see what's going on and what it might happen for Injective. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, a potentially finished wave 5 in ending diagonal very obviously, and we have finished a wave 1 here, or also can be a finished wave A, of course, since you have finished 5 waves toward the upside impulsive, where you might be looking for an A, B, and a C, or you are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside in both case scenarios. Now, of course, there is a potential scenario here that you might be in a W, you got the X, and you have another zigzag somehow, of course, for a wave Y, very low possibility. That means, of course, that you might be very bearish. However, if we take a closer look, of course, after this massive drop toward the downside, we can see that this might be a finished impulse for a wave A. You got a wave B and potentially a finished impulse that we're gonna see, of course, on the 15-minute chart, micro levels, to see how this has unfolded. However, potentially here that you have finished ABC or a wave A in 3 waves, meaning right now whether you're moving toward the upside impulsively after a wave ABC here finished, and you're looking at a finished potentially wave 2, which is a little bit low possibility, but still can be possible, guys. Very fast wave 2 and then moving toward the upside. However, if we are still corrective and you think that we still, of course, want to get this one more low, which is very possible to hit the 0.38, because very low probability to move for higher without reaching the 0.38, and you can see that this is already in confluence with the 1.618. Now, of course, on the linear as well, we did not reach it as well. As you can see here, it has been touched, but this one, of course, belongs to the wave 5 here. We would like to see this one touch, of course, and not the previous price action. So I'm gonna move it to this side. So basically, I'm looking for an ABC for a wave 2, potentially still can be probable, guys. And I believe that it might simply take the 1.618 and then start the move toward the upside, in case you are in somehow an expanding flat here, by the way. Because if you have an A, B, and a C, it might be your corrective wave 2 here. So be careful, and you might have finished here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. This is another possibility that your wave 1 can be here, right? And that means that your wave 5 in the yellow here has finished already there. So be careful, right? And that means your ABC is a kind of W, X, and a Y, and it can be kind of like A, B, and a C toward the upside after hitting W, X, and a Y, moving higher, okay? So we have to be careful also in this scenario where you might have finished 3 waves corrective and starting the move for higher. Now let's move inside it here on the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, you can see that we have potentially A, B, and a C here finished as an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave A, or as a zigzag, of course, and you're looking for a wave B or an X, I would say. But yeah, higher potential that you are in a bigger zigzag here. So this is, of course, kind of like A, B, and a C, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave C, and it might have finished with it, of course, a correction wave, and we simply move toward the upside. So we have to always be ready, and as I mentioned again, you want to be in whether we get one more low or we move directly toward the upside. Both case scenarios, you're gonna move for higher, but the risk is to miss the trade in case it moves already from now for higher, and that is the issue, right? That you need to be kind of like have a plan and strategy to be already in, that even if it moves down, you don't get a you don't get liquidated or something like this, and you can hold on until it moves toward the upside again, of course. And of course you have to get a risk management, of course, with it at the same time, not just to here. So yeah, so these are the things, guys. You need, of course, to always find a plan and strategy to hold on until it reverses toward the upside. All right, so basically this is a lower time frame analysis. Now on a bigger view, of course, we are looking for something much more bigger than this. This is still, of course, the beginning of the bull run that it might unfold on the daily. So we have three main scenarios, or at least two bullish scenarios here. You got an impulse, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave A finished here, and you are looking at a correction, wave B, and you finished a wave C, meaning three waves zigzag, and you are looking at finished three waves again, and you're looking for a massive wave C towards the upside. We got the impulse as a wave 1. Potentially, the wave 2 is unfolding or finished, and then moving towards the upside massively and impulsively for a wave C here, of course, in an A, B, and a C toward the upside. Another scenario is, of course, a 1-2 rather than ABC. You got another 1-2 here, and you're looking for a massive wave 3 toward the upside again. And this is a very high possibility, and that because the wave 1 is, of course, shorter than the second wave 1, looking for higher potential of movement toward the upside. And after this, you got a shorter wave 2 in the correction, and that means, of course, that the market is in a very hurry to move toward the upside, and that's why we might start directly an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So you have to be careful. You want to be in, you don't want to miss the opportunity again. And for the spot holders, of course, this is an awesome opportunity. You are still in the blue box, the box of opportunity, and then we might move toward the upside again, of course, for a new all-time high. The targets for Injective are minimum, of course, at the $60. And in case you are impulsive in wave 3, you might reach the $89. And of course, continuation for 4 and a 5, meaning over $90 potentially for Injective, only to take a wave 3, and even 4 and a 5 for much even higher. So we're gonna see, of course, step by step in case we have double 1-2s here. Yeah. So but yeah, Injective looks very, very bullish, guys. So trade safe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.